you are seeing this and you know who this is, then my sweet, sweet jelly bean. Oh, this could be for you. But of course, and as always, we do this here for funsies and for heavily for the ASMR. So don't take any of this too seriously, alright? If you decide to stick around. Alright, let's see here. You do know you have the ability to grant your own wishes. To conjure up and grant your own wishes now, right? You have that connection within your very body, within your very mind and soul. The president's in here, by the way, taking her presidential snooze. So there will be presidential snoozing happening. Okay, Queen of Swords and the Lovers reversed. What's with this? Walking away from something. Some of y'all might have recently gotten out of a relationship, or some relationship in the past is still weighing on you a bit. Justice also came out here. So just know, justice is served. If someone did you dirty, the universe smiles down upon thee and smiles down upon justice. The universe loves to serve up that good justice, jelly bean. This definitely also seems like something you've moved past, or if, time is funny. So if you're still in this energy of being like a little bit sad about it, don't you worry, jelly bean. This is certainly something you're going to be moving past. You're going to be burning up whatever that dense energy was, and you're going to be using that as your fuel for the future, which is exciting because that seemed like some potent fuel there. And also kind of like a showing what you would want in your future and what you would certainly not want, which is great. It's good to know what you don't want. Don't feel like you're the one that has to serve the justice, though, okay? You feeling like you need to serve the justice is gonna keep you stuck. So just remember that, in case you are still in the justice needs to be served vibes. Don't worry. Anyway, though, let's see what's up with this future, because I'm really excited. It is looking bright and passionate. And also, how cute is that these came out right after another. If you know, you know. If you know, you know. So some of y'all might even be already in a new relationship. This is not just romantic. This could be like friendship-wise too. This could also honestly be your relationship with yourself. It's going to be different for so many of you. But in regards to this being your relationship with yourself, maybe you were just like a little bit unbalanced in the past. You're growing, you're learning. And that's okay. Okay? You might have some things that you're like kind of sour towards yourself by like some decisions you've made. Don't let that block your future, though. And don't let that stop you from trusting yourself, because it feels like there was already some layer of untrust in the beginning there, and that's why things kind of turned out that way. So just don't let yourself not trust yourself. Okay. Anyway, though, with this new relationship, whether it is with someone else, whether it's a friend or more than that, or yourself, I'm freaking excited. Look how bright she's looking. and powerful too. You got flames burning amidst that are not gonna let the same BS get to you as the past, so don't you even let that. Don't let that worry you. Let's see what else here. Okay. Kind of finding a magical side of yourself that, again, this past version of yourself did not feel fully in touch with, did not fully listen into those intuitive depths. Ooh, and an angry version. What's this? Okay, this is definitely kind of pointing towards learning to trust your intuition, you know? Your intuition is not hasty. It's not something you're like immediately have to make a decision on and you feel really rushed making that decision. It's that whisper that always comes to you when you feel grounded and at peace and like, okay, everything is as it should be. All I really need to do right now is breathe and allow the oxygen into my body. Yourself to just breathe. What feels right for the next step then? Okay, it's not something that you decide amongst a panic attack, amongst angry, resentful energy. Okay. So it does kind of feel like maybe your day-to-day is looking like a little bit balancing between these two energies. You know, sometimes you feel really like, oh yes, I know what I'm doing, let's do it. And then other times you're like, ow. And then you kind of mess up some of the stuff that you did when you were like, you know, yeah. That's okay though. Who just fell on the ground? Oh, yeah. A little bit of, you know, you're sad. Your cup's tipped over. God damn, my cups. But look, Jellybean, you still got these 2 cups. And these 3 cups, who knows? Maybe these 3 cups were full of the nastiest, stankiest biz that would not have done you very great in the future. Whereas these 2 cups that you still have here, those 2 cups might be full of all your favorite biz. All the stuff that you don't even know. You don't even know about yet. You don't know that those cups are what makes you tick. Those cups are what makes you inspired and joyful and excited to wake up in the morning, okay? So instead of wallowing about the tipped cups, turn your back and enjoy your cups that are still there. Okay, we're needing a bit of a fool's approach at something. Some step coming up here. Oh, cutie! Yeah, some new kind of beginner step that you are embarking on. To some people, and even to yourself, it might seem a little bit foolish. Okay? You're like, that seems like that would be potentially embarrassing for me. But also, why do I want to do it so bad? Okay? You got something like that. Don't be scared of the cringe. Okay? Especially with some of the things you're going to be learning in this future, some of the things you're going to be attracting in. Some of y'all might be like kind of building up a community or attracting in some wild inspirations for something. Yo, you need to take a little bit of a fool's approach. Okay? You do. You need to be able to just like brush off the things of the past and brush off the anxieties of the future to step into your most authentic self. It feels like someone's also kind of annoying you what's this? Is this yourself annoying yourself? Okay, yeah, it does kind of feel like you got a little bit of cringe towards yourself in some aspects. This might be for a smaller group of y'all. Or when you start stepping into this new project or stepping into this energy, you're gonna feel like a little bit annoyed with yourself and a little bit annoyed at the beginner aspect of it all. Like, ooh, why do I just want to make it already. I just want to, you know what I mean? But this time is for you to really uncover yourself and uncover what it is you want to create and what it is you want to embody and reflect. Okay. Oh, yes. We got a mystical, magical peeps about us. You are mystical and magical, and you have connections far beyond what you can conceive in this human bod at the moment. Oh, I'm really excited for you to discover them. They might scare some people, not gonna lie. They might scare some people. Maybe they scare you towards the beginning, just because it's, you know, you got a bit of the unknown up in here. We all do. But you decide how you define the unknown. And you dabble with it. By golly, you dabble with it, alright? When you start dabbling in this, this is different for all of y'all, so I don't even want to really get into specifics. Like, if you know, you know. When you start dabbling with this, it's all gonna come to you. You're gonna be like, oh, all of a sudden, why do I know how to do this? All of a sudden, why? Like, I know what steps are next. I know what feels right. I trust myself. Even though at first it might kind of feel a little bit like unsure, like, oh, I think this feels right. It's gonna feel a little bit unsure at the beginning just because it's that beginner energy, Jelly Bean. It's that beginner energy. But I'm really excited. I'm really excited for you. This is definitely also gonna really help you not feel so flustered in making decisions like so quickly and like being kind of like impulsive as well. And it's gonna help kind of heal your perspective on change and the changing of the seasons. I think really appreciating each season for what it is going to help you appreciate each mental season of your own, personal season of your own too, like physically, like paying tribute to each, you know, weather season, spring, summer, fall, all that biz. That's gonna help you cope with the change in your day-to-day as well. Even if, like, for example, let's say you're a fall girly. And you're like, you know what? I don't like spring. I don't like summer. Incorporate, no matter what season it is, incorporate a bit of that season into your art, into what you create, into how you express yourself for that season, you know? So let's say you always like to paint pumpkins and stuff. Try painting some flowers or some beach scenery or something. That's a very specific example, but you get it. Do you get it? This is also going to help you discover a new side of yourself And in discovering a new side of yourself and new aspects of yourself, like you wouldn't have found these if you hadn't dabbled in the seasons a bit more. Discovering this new side of yourself, that's obviously gonna open a lot more doors. Okay. So, this all being said, you get ready for these opportunities coming in your way, Jellybean, when you start this little session of discovery, and have fun doing so. When things seem like they're like you keep hitting a roadblock and hitting a roadblock and hitting a roadblock, take a step back. Go have some fun. Remember what this is all about, and that is going to help you ease through those roadblocks and help you realize they're not roadblocks at all. They're just little, hey, are you sure you want to do it this way? You know, what about if we did it this way? Hey, are you sure you want to use that? What about if you use this thing that you already have? You know? This is going to be really attending to your flexibility emotionally, mentally. You're going to be feeling a lot more flexible, a lot more able to adapt to the scenarios, to what you're given. And also, please stretch your bod. If you take anything from this here, stretch your bod. Stretch your bod, get that tension out of your body. Getting the tension out of your body and taking the time to intentionally do so is also going to help get tension out of your mind and help show you where it is you're holding tension, where it is you're still holding on to something. Because that when you let go of something that is just causing you like tenseness, you open yourself up to a multitude of pleasant surprises from the universe.